In this video, we'll create a function that will send the prompt to LLM function via Bedrock and then get output and then display the output. So we'll work through all the modalities here. So let's call this function my second LLM function. Okay, and then we'll use Python. We'll leave everything as default, and as we encounter issues with permissions, we'll add those. Okay, the function is created. So let's go to code. Let me open test in new tab and go this into full screen for coding. And so we'll import photo 3 and then we'll say and then this one is and so we'll call Bedrock runtime here instead of Bedrock that we used to list all the more models available. So it is say US East 1. So we got runtime, and now we'll write the code here to go against that runtime and send the prompt. So we'll hard code our prompt here. Texas. Okay. And now, so to be able to execute, we'll have to send in some parameters to invoke the model. And so we'll say response, invoke model, and so we are sending the prompt max token to sample. I think for the token that we the model that we are going to use is Amazon Titan Express V1. All right. Okay, so we got the model, we got this. Okay. And I think that's about it, what we need. And let's print the response and see how it looks. Okay. All right. So let's deploy this. Now, before executing or invoking the LLM from Bedrock, you there is one more step that I had completed earlier. What you need to do is you need to go to Bedrock, then scroll down on the left, and there is a link which says Model Access. So you have to click on Model Access, and then go ahead and find the one that you are using. So in our case, we are using Titan Text G1 Express. So I already did the process to request. But what you can do is available to request. So what you do is you go up here and then you select. So let's say, for example, if you wanted to do, um, so if you wanted to, let's say seek, deep seek R1 text, then you go ahead and do next here and then just click submit, and it happens pretty fast in a couple minutes or so. And then the way to verify is you go back to model access and then you go look, so in case so the access is granted, and then it will work, otherwise it will give an error. So that was the step we need to do. And let's go to test. So we'll go ahead, add event name t1, save, and let's test. Giving an error, access denied. So we need to add invoke model. So let's do this Amazon QS shortcut to kind of get the policy that we can easily plug in. Okay. So we got the policy for invoke model. So we go to configuration, configuration permissions. We open our role and add permissions, create inline policy, JSON, save it, go to next, and we can say LLM invoke, create policy, policy create, and it's attached here. So let's go back to execute, minimize that. Let's test it again. It's failing again. Malformed request, line 13. So let's go look at line 13. Invoke model. We are sending prompt max tokens. I don't know, maybe that is causing. So let's remove this for now. Let's just send prompt just to keep things easier. Then we are sending model ID, accept content type. I think that all looks good. So let's deploy and see if this works. We want to restrict max count, but I think for in this case, our query is very simple. So we should be able to get quick response, quick and short response. So let's test again. Failed. Line 13. I guess that's the prompt. Maybe it is. So input text. Let's try that. And let's test. All right, so this time it worked correctly. So instead of looking at the response here, let's go ahead and look at the response in CloudWatch. That will give us better visibility on how to parse the response and actually show the output. So we go here. So this is the response from LLM. So what we need to do is we need to get we need to get information from body element and we need to decode it. So we need to decode it, parse it, and extract from the body element. So let's go ahead and do that in our code. So we got this response here. So first step would be to decode. First step would be to decode. Second step would be to parse. And third step would be to extract. And fourth step would be to output or print. Okay, so let's go to the decode. So we want to decode the response and get the response body. So, okay. So we got response body is this. So it's doing everything in one step. So let's remove this. So it's reading this. So we're getting three, but we still need to decode. So we'll do decode. So then this gives decoded value of response body. Now we need to get the JSON. And so this will convert to JSON. And then we need to extract. So our output will be, so this will be our output text. And now we need to print. So we can make it more. The output from LM. So let's see, deploy. And test. So let's go to test. Successful. We can look the output here, or we can look at the capital. Okay, is Austin. So answer is correct. And let's look in CloudWatch as well, just to see how the output looks. Go to CloudWatch. Okay. Right, so we get the output here as well. So likewise, you can change the prompt. So to things like right, let's see what it does. Let's go ahead and test. Sandbox time down. Okay. Okay, it worked. Let's see how many airports are there. Okay, I think it just gave name of 3. All right, so we can go to CloudWatch and take a look as well. So CloudWatch, look here, and deploy. Go ahead and test. Wow. Test again. Task timer to 3 minutes. So let's go to configuration. Edit and make this a 15 seconds. Save. Test. Test again. Work. So we can go look at the CloudWatch logs. You look at the output. I guess there's 19 of those. Delta, American Southwest, United, Alaska, JetBlue, Spirit. So this thing. Yeah, so I think this is a quick way, and you can expand both on the front end, on the back end, to get the data from like S3. You can get data from SQS. You can get data from Confluent Kafka, and the output side also you can output to SQS. You can output database. You can output to Confluent again, and then serve your customers that way. So I hope this was helpful. Thank you. Thanks for watching.